Hi guys, welcome back. This is Khalees Tarot with your daily astrology read for October 26th. Alright guys, don't forget to hit that subscription button, that notification bell. Don't forget to like and comment if you feel led to do so. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's current transits here. So today the moon moves into the sign of Gemini, and currently we still have the same retrogrades, which are Venus, Uranus, Neptune, and Chiron. So yeah, Mercury is still in Scorpio, Venus is still in Scorpio, Jupiter is still in Scorpio, Mars is in Aquarius, Pluto and Saturn is in Capricorn, Uranus is in that Taurus, and the Neptune is in Pisces, right? So you know, guys, when I look at these alignments, these current alignments, and then with me knowing that the moon will move into the sign of Gemini today, you know, when I look at this, the first thing that I think is that the whole world is receiving a reality check, some type of reality check in one way or another. Okay, in love, in business, in relations, in relationships, in everything, you name it, it's a reality. It's a real reality check going on. I feel like across the board when I look at this, and knowing that the moon is moving into the sign of Gemini today. Now, once the moon enters the sign of Gemini today, I feel like now people are ready to like play off of those reality checks. You know, some people may not like the reality checks that they have received over the last few weeks. So like, here comes the bull crap, you know. Others, on the other hand, I feel like maybe like really okay with the reality checks that they have received, and they are incorporating those reality checks into their life and into their future plans. They are playing off of those reality checks. Okay, I feel like others are downright upset about the reality checks because it's starting to set in. Okay, it's starting to become real. Okay, you know, because the Gemini energy is very calculating, and I feel like some energies or some people could feel angry that their calculations have like come up short, you know, to say the least. You know, meaning that, you know, that Taurus Uranus energy came through with like the powwow, the shocker, that surprise. Surprise, your math was a little off. You know, your constant calculating and strategic moves, they were a little off. Surprise, you know. That's that Uranus pow pow. Uranus and Taurus, okay? Taurus being predictable and kind of like set in its ways, not really quick to move. But with Uranus there, that's where that shocker came in, where one energy may have not believed another one to move or to make changes, or maybe like believes that they know that energy so well, they have really come to a real reality check. I just keep feeling like powwow, like somebody got powwowed, on the energetic level, on the chakra level. Calculating someone else's behavior has come up short. I feel like, and that was a surprise. The Gemini energy, is very clever, and strategic, but I feel like it was not enough, or it is not enough during this time. It's just not enough to fool Uranus. When it comes on this relationship front, everything is a relationship. So we're not just talking about love, even though it was the Taurus full moon and Taurus is ruled by Venus. We're talking about relationships across the board. And furthermore, Venus is sitting in Scorpio, so we are talking about things across the board. So yeah, not to mention, like I said earlier, that Mars is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So these alignments, they are not with the shits, okay? They cannot be fooled. And Mars also rules Scorpio and Aquarius. So yes, honey. And you remember we talked about that, not Aquarius. Mars rules Scorpio and Aries. And you remember that earlier in the week we talked about Aries, when that moon moved into Aries, about people zeroing in on their target and solidifying situations. So, whatever or whoever was being preyed upon, whatever calculating moves people put into place, the strategic and clever thinking, like, it has totally been wiped out because of other players at hand. Okay. Again, Mars is in Uranus. Mars is in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Shocks and surprises, those calculations coming up short. Mars also rules Scorpio, where a lot of things are sitting. Mars also rules Aries. Remember, we had that Aries moon zeroing in on their target, solidifying position, seeing things for what they are with that Scorpio. Okay, I hope that made sense. I feel like I ran in circles and didn't quite touch on the point that I was trying to make, but I hope you guys got that. So yeah, I feel like in some instances, a little bit of bitterness may begin, depending on which end of the table you were on. If you were the one trying to manipulate and calculate situations or not, I don't know. I also feel like manipulative conversations. Because we have to remember that Gemini energy is very chatty, but it's also strategic and calculating. So that chat is not merely chatter, okay? So I said that to say that manipulative conversations that come up because of the reality checks that are setting in, you know, today that little chatty energy is not really going to have the effect, because Mercury that rules Gemini, you know, Mercury is the planet of communication that rules Gemini, that chatty behavior. Guess where that Mercury is sitting? In Scorpio. It's sitting in Scorpio, who can see the true aura of the spoken word. So people will be able to tell if the conversation is truthful or not. Is it mixed with a little bit of lies or not? Like, it may be truthful, especially when you're dealing with Mercury. It may be truthful, but it could be sprinkled with lies, okay? I feel like people's shadow sides are not like so shadowy anymore, you know. I feel like today's reality checks have set in so hard that people people might be ready, especially like in love situations. People might like be ready to like get married and lock someone down just simply for the sake of keeping them. Like, that's how real this reality check is, you know. But however, I feel like with me feeling and knowing that things and positions are being solidified at this time, I feel like people wishes will be met with someone else or with something else, depending on your situation. Absolutely. Wishes even have a better chance of being fulfilled somewhere else or with someone else, to be quite honest. And I feel like a lot of people are headed in that direction because of the rawness of what has set in about things, situations, people, places, whatever. The reality has been so raw that it is time to move on to the new. And I feel like people will, and I feel like other people feel like their wishes will be better met like somewhere else or with someone else. They will find happiness like in another place or with someone else. You know, I feel like someone else or something else or whatever your situation is, like maybe thought that you know, like other energies or another energy wasn't gonna be able to find what it was looking for or find what it wanted, but come to find out, reality is currently showing or is going to show that that is definitely not true. And that's why I feel like people are going to be ready to rush in and now offer, but I feel like it's too late. Positions have become solidified and people now know what they deserve, and they are definitely aiming. They are targeting, aiming, and going for that, for what they deserve. People are about to get their 10 regardless. Be this in love, work, business, childhood. I don't know, you know, what you're going through, but I feel like people feel like they are going to get their 10 regardless. And I feel like other parties and other energies may be a little sad about that, mad about that, envious about that, depending on your situation. But someone somewhere is going to get their 10 regardless. And someone somewhere is a little bitter about that. And regardless of what situation this is for you, where this falls for you on your journey. I also feel like some people have someone that's ready to like settle down with them, or they're ready to settle down with that person. Either that person has come in or they will be coming in. And for a lot of you guys, now you have the right person. Before you did not, but now you do. Okay, now you have the right person. I also feel like a lot of people will begin to receive like love blessings, financial blessings, and all types of blessings, like after this release of the old. It's like the removal of negative or bad energy. And the removal of that negative or bad energy actually like open the dam or something. So now the water is like rushing through instead of trickling through, you know. Yep. I feel like friendships have been broken as well during these transits, or they will be. It's like everybody does not have the same value system when it comes to friendships, familyships, relationships, situationships, and all of that is coming to the forefront. People are realizing that the morals and the values differ from person to person. So yeah, I think like a lot has been broken at this time as people realize that they do not have the same value system as the next person. They are not playing the same orchestra. They are not playing of the same band, playing within the same band. And so they must detach and remove from that. Okay, so regardless of what it is, I feel like some reality checks have set in, very much so have set in, and depending on the situation, some people are a little maybe like a little bitter about that, and others have been set free by that. They have freed up. The negative energy has been freed up and released, and because of that removal of like, I want to say bad juju for some reason. For some of you, it may feel like bad juju or something, but because that juju has been removed, it's like the dam has just opened and the water is rushing in, and the water is symbolic to me for like blessings. new friendships, better friendships, financial opportunities, and things like that, because negative energy, negative souls, negative people, negative things can absolutely energetically block things. And I do feel an energetic lift. Okay. And I feel like the Gemini moon that is going to come into play today, I feel like if that energy comes in with manipulative conversation, calculating schemes, and trying to recalculate and re-scheme and re-strategize, I feel like that's going to fall dead. Now I'm not saying that the Gemini moon energy will necessarily do this, but I'm saying that there is absolutely positively a chance of this happening. Okay, it just all depends on your situation. You know, and that's why I call everything energy, because you don't have to be a sign to carry the energy of a sign. This is why a lot of times you do not hear me talk about signs, because anybody, people say, oh, just for example, oh, you're a Cancer, you're so sweet, and all of these nurturing qualities that come with the Cancer. But see, that Cancer could be none of those qualities that you have said, because that particular Cancer carries another energy. Okay, it's about that chart. What overrides things in a chart? What life circumstances override things in a chart? Those are things that you have to take into consideration. This is why you cannot judge all signs alike. That's why you have to leave the door open to say, this is either you or someone around you. This is either you or the other party. This is the energy. Okay, because that leaves the door open. It leaves the mind open for all possibilities, because at the end of the day, anything can manifest in any kind of way. That is to say that Gemini energy just does not manifest through a Gemini. Okay? We can all carry any energy that we would like to tap into at any moment in time. Any moment in time, absolutely. So, just to clear that up, okay? But yeah, I think I'm going to end this here, and simply put, today reality checks are setting in, and things are becoming more solidified. So, again, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. And I will chat with you guys later. Toodles.